Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Being the Odds. It is Saturday, August 31st, 2024. We are back with our college football best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Being the Odds. Let's recap yesterday's results. So, we had a break-even day yesterday because of what our members only did. Members only best bet Stanford plus 10.5. I know some people got this as far as down as 8.5, and we still got the dub. Love to see that. Western Michigan plus 24.5 was a no sweat. I mean, so easy. Members only dub. And guys, right now our members only best bets are 7-1. 7-1 our last 8. We're on a 7-1 members only run. We're getting hot right at the right time. And if you're not a member right now, man, I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out on so much profit. And I mean so much profit. Duke, then we got kind of screwed a little bit. Duke minus 23.5. I mean, a sad field goal killed us there. Temple plus 42.5. If they just don't fumble, if the opponent doesn't fumble, we win this game easy. As far as the spread goes, we also had 2 drives that ended in picks in their end of the field. You get a couple field goals, you get the dub. There's a lot of things that don't go our way. And then Michigan minus 13.5. If you don't throw that pick on the goal line, we probably end up winning this one as well. So honestly, we had a couple weird breaks. I mean, really weird college football breaks, honestly. But overall for the year, we're 8-7 so far. 5-1 on members only best bet so far, which is fantastic. And honestly, a couple breaks that go our way, we're like 10-5 and we're on our way. Last season, though, we were plus 54.63 units, and we're going to I think we're going to beat that by a lot this year. I'm really excited to get into it. I'm really excited for real college football to start this week. And we have a full slate of picks for you guys for week 1 Saturday, just a full slate. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Like this video, hit notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these college football videos every single day, along with the NFL when that's back on. The MLB every day. We have an MLB video that'll come out around 9:30 today, 9:45. So definitely check that out when you're done with this one. And we also NBA and NHL, those are back on. We're trying to hit 15,000 subscribers as soon as humanly possible. So I'm really excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So let's jump into the plays we have today. I'm going to start with our first play, which is going to be Clemson, plus 13.5 versus Georgia. I know this, by the way, I understand it's not a public pick. It's a very against the public pick, but we're rolling with it. First things first, this line is moving down right now. I started at plus 14.5. I got it at 13.5. And if you look at half the sports books right now, it's probably at 12.5 by this point. It might get down to 11, which is pretty insane. I think a big reason for that is ETN may not play. Their new transfer running back from Florida. I don't think he's going to play. I mean, damn near half the team probably couldn't, but may not play because of all the driving that they had over the offseason. But I'm not really sure why Carson Beck is seen as this like elite quarterback. I do not get it. I do not understand it. I just don't get it. He looks like Stetson Bennett, but isn't as fast. That's just kind of what it looks like to me. And Clemson's defense is going to be stellar today. They've got a really solid defensive line, a lot of transfers, a lot of good defensive line. They have a great defensive culture. It's an easy system to pick up and understand. They have the defensive talent to challenge Georgia. On top of that, Cade Klubnik is going to be way better, and I mean way better in his second season with with Lincoln Riley's brother as the offensive coordinator, and they're going to move fast. And the way you can beat Georgia is by spraying them out, having a good line so you can protect your quarterback. And Cade Klubnik has a lot of mobility. So I think that they'll be able to actually give Georgia some problems. Now, I do think Georgia will win, but 13.5 is a lot of points for a team with a good defense that's got a good culture. And I think Dabo's going to put together a game plan that will surprise a lot of people today. Give me Clemson plus 13.5 versus Georgia here today. Next, go with Penn State minus 7.5 versus West Virginia. Now, listen. I understand West Virginia is a sharp play. It absolutely is. And by the way, Penn State has moved down line-wise. But here's the thing. A lot of the reasons why it's moved down is because people are using an anecdotal argument being like, West Virginia is pissy about Penn State running up the score last year. By the way, thank you, James Franklin, for running up the score. I needed that for the dub, and we got that dub. But here's the thing. Penn State defense is disgustingly good. And I mean really good. And West Virginia won't be able to move the ball, just like last year. Last year, they could not move the ball, and they basically brought back the same exact team. And Penn State is going to have a really good defense. And like I said, they will not move the ball. Even in West Virginia, they won't be able to do it. And when you look at Penn State as well, you have Singleton and Allen in the backfield. They're going to be absolutely fan-fucking-tastic, specifically Nick Singleton. He is so good. And I don't think West Virginia is going to be able to stop the run at all. I don't see it happening. And especially with Penn State, the line is staying together, and we brought in Fleming for wide receiver help. I mean, there's a huge dub there. And like I said, not a sharp play, but this is 100% the correct one. Plus, I think Drew Aller is going to be way better this year than he was last year. I mean, last year, he seemed as though he was, I don't know, it didn't seem right. Nothing seemed right last year. He will be way better this year. Give me Penn State minus 7.5 versus West Virginia. Next, we're going Nebraska, minus 27.5 versus UTEP. Matt Rule's second season is going to be special. This is how he always does it at Temple, at Baylor. That second season, he is always that guy. Dylan Raiola is going to play as quarterback, thank God. He's going to be electric. I'm a little nervous of him being 4 high schools in 4 years, decommitting from Ohio State, decommitting from Georgia. Like, that scares me a little bit. But if he lives up to the talent, he's one of the better quarterbacks in the entire country without question, even as a freshman. UTEP is arguably the worst fucking team on planet Earth from last year from college football. And I'm not really sure they got any better. I think they got a little bit worse, in my opinion. Nebraska's going to be at home. The expectation is high. You're going to have a great quarterback. You're better in every single spot comparatively to last year. And Matt Rule is a great college coach, and that second season is always great. I think they win this game by 1 billion, by 1 billion. So give me Nebraska minus 27.5 versus UTEP here today. Next, we go with UNLV plus 3.5 versus Houston. The sharp money is all over UNLV today. The public is all over Houston for one reason or another. But here's the thing. Dana Holgorsen ain't at Houston anymore. And that's a really big deal. I don't really know if they upgraded a coach. They just have a new coach. UNLV's got a new quarterback with the same coach. They were good last year. They've got good skill guys. They're good basically everywhere. And for me, this is about betting the number, not the team. If this was minus 2.5 or plus 2.5, I would probably go with Houston, but 3.5 is a mountain in this sort of thing. Plus, Houston's home and field advantage is not even remotely close to what it was years ago. They're not gonna. I mean, they're not getting guys to show up. Give me UNLV plus 3.5 versus Houston here today. And then we're going to go with Virginia Tech minus 13.5 versus Vandy. I'm going to go with 0.5 units for this one, just to be clear. Tech is going to have a great year. I've seen a lot of really positive things come out of Blacksburg recently. And they're going to have a really good year. Vanderbilt's in a full rebuild, offense, defense. They've got 1 million different players. There's going to be an adjustment period. Vandy's going to bring in New Mexico State's quarterback Pavia, who was really good in New Mexico State, but he also did not play against competition like Virginia Tech ever. And also, he's a very run-heavy quarterback, and Virginia Tech's got a fantastic front seven. I mean, a fantastic front seven, and it's going to be well-equipped to deal with them. And Virginia Tech has a lot of offensive starters, and Vanderbilt, again, is just dealing with new coaches, new players. They've got to mesh. Vanderbilt's also was 2-10 last year, and I think they got a little bit better. But again, there will be an adjustment period. And Tech, this feels like to me a year where Tech can go like 9-3 and kind of come back to national prominence. So give me Virginia Tech minus 13 versus Vandy. I am going 0.5 units on that. Now, just so you guys know, we don't just have 5 plays here. We actually have 3 more members-only best bets college football, 1 the MLB. So we have 4 members-only best bets today, and we're a 7-1 members-only best bet run. You become a member at zdmbets.com/picks. The website is linked in the pinned comment below. As a member, you get all our members-only plays every single day, which was profitable best bets on a day-to-day basis. On top of that, you have a direct line to me. So any game you're considering betting, reach out to our hotline number, get a guaranteed response back about any game you're considering betting, and you get our free big still on YouTube sent to you before these videos come out. They're taking advantage of early lines, early odds. Your website zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks. So guys, let's go lock in those picks. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check out those other videos.